Everything seems good, I think. If I have done this correctly, I am live. Alright. Yes, everything looks excellent. Surprised. Usually it's more of a hassle than this. Alright. Yeah. It's Castlevania time. We've got a bunch of stuff to do here. It's probably going to be a fair bit of grinding because we're only at level 41. If we want to do the battle arena, we got a lot of stuff to do with this, so... Oh no, 1 damage. How will I ever survive? Alright. Which one was this? Nope. Alright, I gotta... One of these is the sub-weapon one. This one, I think. Yep. And... not here. We gotta go get our double grips first. Okay, remember that part where I said not here? What am I doing? Yeah, this one. Oh, we missed a hallway. Alright, but that's fine. But that's because we were rushing to get here, so we didn't die. That's okay. Yeah, this guy is evil. Oh my god, you know what? Yeah, it's really hard to run past him. You really need to know where he's going to strike from and what attack he's going to do. Oops. Yikes. Alright, Alright, there we go. Well, I guess if we're cheating using this card, we may as well... cheat and, I think it's this one and this one. Nope, not that one. These two. Hey, what's going on, Big Lick Daddy? I am trying to get everything set up so that we can do Battle Arena, which means we're gonna have to go get our double grips. And also level up a fair bit. There we go. This should do what I think. So, the Mandraka one is the one that we have access to healing for, but you cannot, if you want a DSS cheat, which is what we're doing right now anyway, you may as well do this, because it's an even faster way to heal yourself. Look at how much less MP it uses. one of the reasons the unicorn card is ridiculously awesome. Alright. So now we have to... this way. Perfect. Ow, 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 ow. It's okay. Yeah. This one. I keep hitting the ZR instead. ZR does the rewinds. I'm not used to the Switch controller. I don't play like a whole lot of games on it. So, Castlevania Circle of the Moon, it's on the Castlevania collection. It just released on Switch. I think it's on a few other platforms as well. It was like $20. This is honestly like one of my favorite games. A lot of people believe that this is one of the harder Castlevania games, and I guess I could see that maybe if you've like never played it before and have no idea what you're doing. But if you are playing this game correctly, like, it's actually not that hard. As you've no doubt, if anybody's been watching me play through this, yeah, it's not that difficult. Really, you just do a little bit of grinding to get certain things, and your character is fine. You just have to know what it is that you're looking for. Okay, it would help if I could, like, not get hit by this guy. I'm fine. Oh, look! He dropped one of the double grips I need. Alright, we just need one more, and it shouldn't be too difficult to get it. Well, we've been absolutely tearing this game up so far. Maybe abusing a few glitches in order to help ourselves a little bit, like this one. As long as you have any 2 DSS cards, you can do whatever. Oops, that's not correct. You can use any magic effect in the game if you want, like this one, where for whatever reason the game does not check to make sure that you actually have the cards on the effect's resolution. It only checks to see can you activate it, and then whatever slot you have equipped, even if you don't have the card, it just says, okay, surely you couldn't possibly have selected this without owning the card. So the one on the top that we haven't gotten yet is that one's, I think, the Uranus card. Yeah. And the one on the bottom that we haven't gotten is the unicorn card. And then the one that we abuse for this one that's the Pluto card slot. Which, the Pluto card, we can probably get it really soon. The only reason we haven't is because we're not... When we went to go visit the candle that drops it, we didn't have enough strength to actually kill the enemy. We should be... Like, we've leveled up a fair bit since then, so we might actually be able to do it now. So we need one more double grips. Having one on its own does literal nothing, but when you have both of them, you get plus 75 to all your stats. Which right now we have plus 100 to our luck, but I generally consider plus 25 to my other 3 stats an improvement over 25. When was this game made? Well, it originally released on Game Boy Advance, so it's probably been like 20 years or something like that. God, has it really been that long? I want to say maybe early 2000s. Probably like around that time. I can find out quick here. We'll look at that. What year? I am gonna guess around 2000. I can't imagine it would have been much later than that. Yep, March 21st, 2001. There we go. I was actually really close, surprisingly. Yeah, and I did play this on my Game Boy Advance when I had it. Unfortunately, my Game Boy Advance is currently in possession by one of my college roommates, and I'm probably not going to get it back ever, because I've never bothered to go and find him to ask for it back, so... Just, that is what it is. It got borrowed and never returned, and... I don't know, it doesn't bother me that much. I could always just get another copy of it, but I mean, I also now have it on Switch, I can just play it too, so... I mean, I have it on emulators if I really want to play it. So I could play it on my DS with... I have some Game Boy Advance emulation and stuff for that, so... Like, I have a million ways to play this game, and I've never bothered to recover my original cartridge of it, though. It would be really cool if I could get it back at some point. We just need to... We'll have to kill these guys a little bit in order to get what we're looking for here, so... Getting one right away was really nice, though, so... The double grips, I believe, is their rare drop. And as far as I know, they're the only enemy in the entire game that drops it, so... The other thing is that killing these is surprisingly good experience, too. Because it's like 3,300 experience, and we need to level up a fair bit before we can try the battle arena. Yeah, no, I definitely agree. Like, honestly, I would be more concerned, but I used to have a lot more of my cartridges and stuff, but I don't know what happened to all of them. I think some of them might be in storage somewhere, and I just never bothered to look. The ones that I care about, like, having the cartridges most for, those ones I have, like, in my possession still, but... Yeah, I mean, it would be nice to have it back. It's not a big deal. It's not going to really bother me either way. I mean, if I really wanted one, like, getting another one wouldn't be that big of a deal either. This is still quite nice. Like, I actually almost prefer this, because if you've ever played it on handheld, playing it on Game Boy Advance is... it doesn't have backlighting on it, or... Yeah, like, the lighting was really poor on it. But if you played it on, like, the SP, it made it a lot more tolerable. So, I think this is a much better experience anyway. The screen is way bigger, and, you know, you get to notice a lot more of the details, especially stuff that they put in the background. I mean, it feels surprisingly good to play on a controller, so... They didn't make, like, really too many changes to this. The biggest ones probably being... The enemies that drop cards, the game tells you that they do. And whether you've gotten the card from the enemy or not. Actually, the graphics are not changed at all. Like, the Game Boy Advance one looks exactly like this. The only thing that's different is I think they scaled it up here, so... But they haven't really modified that in any capacity at all. Oh, yeah, the other thing... And I was playing with this a little bit last time, there is, like, a rewind feature that's on here, so... you can actually rewind the game to be something up to like a few minutes in the past. Which means, like, if you accidentally die, like, you know, I did last time, you can actually just rewind it so that you're not dead, and then you have a chance to run away to safety instead. It's also going to be a trick that we're going to employ in the battle arena. Because there's a few ways to go about clearing the battle arena and getting all the cards. Because the Unicorn and Black Dog cards, they're like the absolute hardest cards to get in the entire game. There's only one enemy of each type that drops the cards. There's one room each that has like 3 of each one of them in it. The drop rate for the card is very low, and you basically only get to normally go through that room once. But there's a few ways to trick the game into basically letting you have extra chances at killing them. One of them is there was a way to slide backwards to open up everything in reverse. But the other way is you can use the rewind feature on this version in order to rewind the game and then give you a second chance to kill them, but without having to leave the entire battle arena. So it'll make more sense when we get to that point, and I can show you how that works. I don't mind the feature, like, it actually seems really cool. If you don't, if like anybody's a purist and you don't like that sort of stuff, well, you don't have to use it, so. But it is cool that it's there, because it does make getting some of those ridiculously rare items like that a lot easier. So you have a second chance at actually getting it from them by rewinding it. So if you're just trying to get the rare drops in like the smallest amount of time, there's a few situations like that where rewinding it is actually faster than just like re-killing the enemies. And that's definitely a huge help in this game, like I said, where there's a bunch of items and stuff where it's a huge pain in the ass to actually get it because of the low drop rate and the fact that like you have to do an entire like ridiculously difficult area just to get the chance. Oh, here we go. We got it. Alright. Their power is released when both are equipped. Okay, so we unequip our luck rings here. So we equip one, it does nothing. You equip the second one, you get plus 75 to all your stats. So right now, all of our equipment here is baller as hell. We do have platinum armor, which does have slightly more defense than our rainbow robe, but we like the bonus to our intelligence and luck over this at the moment. If we're gonna do the battle arena, then this would be a better armor to go with because you can't use magic in there. But for the moment, Rainbow Robe is still helpful in every place that's not the battle arena. Alright. So now... now we can actually, we can kill Hugh. Spoilers, Hugh is the next boss that we're going to be fighting in a few minutes. But we can also now start acquiring the things that we're going to need in order to challenge the battle arena. Because I think we're going to need to go and get some potions for a little while. Are you kidding me? I spent like 2 hours yesterday trying to get these now. This same armor just gave me like double grips for free twice, basically. I guess RNGs is just like that sometimes. Yeah, right now I am abusing the fact that we have... we're abusing the DSS cheat to save on our hearts, because we need to stock up in them. I am from Pennsylvania. I live like halfway between New York and Philadelphia, so... we have to get past the devil guy in order to get to our save. So, yeah, if you've ever played in, like, Star City themed Magic events, or if you ever played, like, Magic at the Bearded Dragon in New Jersey, I've been there a few times, so that would be the most likely place that people who watch me would probably have found me in the past. Close are we to leveling up here? 25,000. Yeah. Well, we might do a little bit of other stuff here. Yeah. Right here, it is 9:36 p.m. because I'm on the U.S. East Coast. So 2:30 in the morning in the UK. Oh yeah. Yeah, I am one of those crazy people who I like to be awake all night, but unfortunately my chosen profession requires me to be awake in the morning, so it's constantly at odds with me. But yeah, 2:30 is usually like an hour I like being awake. Okay, there's a few things we can actually do, and alright, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna go and get some of the missing upgrades that we could not have gotten before. There's a few spots on the map where we can actually do this, because we have the rock wing we haven't visited here. Oh, of course, you lucky dropped a luck ring, but here. This is a really good place to use the ice balls because of these things. I mean, with a lot of these things, you can just, like, stand here, and if you just, like, leave the system on all night, like, there's places where these, like, ghost guys will just spawn and try to kill you, and they can never actually kill you, and you'll never run out of mana, so you could slowly just acquire experience that way, but it would take a really long time to level up like that. I am going to save first before I go up there. The save room is like right here. Alright, yeah, thanks for stopping by. I might be trying to do something on Halloween, I think, what, that's Sunday, right? Maybe I might play like some Diablo or something in here. We'll see. I don't know what's gonna happen yet, but I want to try to do something on that day, maybe Saturday. If you follow me on Twitter, I always post links to whenever I'm gonna go live, so that's one way you can see what I'm up to. But yeah, I appreciate you stopping by. It's always nicer when there's people in the chat to talk to while we're doing this. It makes me feel less crazy when I'm explaining everything that I'm doing here. Alright. So here, it's a frozen shade. Yeah, we don't want the stopwatch. The stopwatch, not necessary. Alright, so that's that one. There's none others that are here. Yeah, I think we have the next one is in the underground warehouse, which is below us. So let's go get that one. Actually, there is a room that's above us in the clock tower. In one of these rooms, there is an enemy that has now spawned, I believe, that was not there before, and it drops the dark armor, which is like the only armor that has more defense than the shining armor, which is the reward for completing the battle arena. However, it reduces your other stats, and the shining armor increases your other stats, so overall the shining armor gives you more stats but the armor that this thing drops does technically give you like 10 more defense. So if you're gonna, getting it is actually very helpful for the battle arena if you have the patience to. We might try it, but I want to finish getting all the stuff off the map first. Yep, good night. Like I said, thank you for being here, appreciate it. Come hang out with us again sometime. Alright. So the underground galley is right below me here. Probably have to try to kill a bunch of enemies and get some potions because we don't have a whole lot of healing items right now. We're at 1 meat and 11 potions, and that's honestly not enough. So when you're in the battle arena, you basically can't leave, and we do not have the resources to take it on with just that amount of healing. The fireball's a little bit better here. We're much higher level now, so this is fine. Like, the enemies aren't a huge threat to us here, but we will deal way more damage with this fireball than we will with the ice. This area is kind of a pain in the ass to get back to because there's no shortcut in it to get to where we need to go. Alright, save room here, I may as well use it. And it's down 1 level from where we're at the moment. The only good thing is the music in this area is fucking ballin'. I don't know if you've noticed though, some of these hippogriffs are now in this room that were not here previously. It's just, like I said, the spawns in the rooms will change as you progress, so you'll always be finding new things as you go back to other areas. It's just some of the spawn locations are super cryptic, and the game does absolutely nothing to tell you that there are enemies in certain areas where you would have no reason to ever go and check it. These guys, I think, are actually really good for farming for potions and stuff because they drop meats, which do heal you for quite a lot, and I think they drop regular potions. So both of their item drops are useful for what we're doing. So yeah, anytime I see them, I try to kill them. Oops. Did not need to burn a boomerang there. So that's that one, and I think there's another one somewhere. Or did we get them all? Just looking at the map quick to see if there's any other spot that looks obvious that we're missing. You know what? That might be the last one of those that we needed to get. Because we did a pretty good job at getting the rest of them along the way. Okay. So, one thing should check, which is, because we might actually, the room that we're at might be one of the better ones to try to get potions if we're going to do that. Uh, okay, alright, there's the potion. Alright, we can try the waterway for them. Okay. And I believe I see where... Okay. Yeah, I'm just looking to try to see where these wind armors are at. I guess I should also take a quick look at the actual map to see if we're missing rooms that we should go get. Oh, we are missing one room, and that is one of the important rooms for us to go get, so... Okay, I know where we're going. So we need to leave here. Alright. Probably the fastest way is to go out through the bottom here. No, well, it's either that or we have to go up to the teleporter. So we have to be basically exactly where we're at now, except on the opposite side of the map. So either we have to go down through here, which actually doesn't look like it's too bad. I think we go down. We can go through the catacombs and then up that way. That's probably easiest. If we want to get healing items, then yeah, we can try to kill the wind armors for it. That seems fine. Because we haven't actually... There's a room in the underground waterway that's right at the end of it that we actually missed. And there's a... It has a wind armor in it, along with an upgrade. So we can easily go and kill that thing to get it over and over. Alright, let's go. Another curse string, that's kind of cool. Of course, we're not going to use it though because our double grips are just better. If you equip 2 curse strings, you would have like plus 60 strength and defense, whereas the double grips is now giving us plus 75 to both. This actually might be a good room to fill up our hearts in. check how much experience we're getting for killing those things. 99,000. Yeah, they're worth like 1.5, something like that. It's not too bad. And they basically don't hurt, so it doesn't matter if we get hit by them. I mean, I can hit the candle with my whip, but it's not super necessary to do it. But we can get 15 hearts by visiting this room every time, and like, these things are easy enough to kill for a few thousand experience, so we may as well. We haven't had full hearts in a while. Yeah, we almost have the hearts full, so this is fine. Check to see if I used the Neptune card on the plant one yet. That's it, yep, we have full hearts now. That wasn't too bad. Wow, it's been so long since we had full hearts, I totally forgot how many we even have now. Alright. I think that's this one. Wind... Oh no, we do have the Mandraka, okay. That's plant attacks. Alright. So onwards. We got what we needed from that. You know what? Probably this works. There we go. Stone attack. Yeah, so we got that one unlocked. It's not very often that we run into stone enemies, so we may as well do it while we're here. So from here, the fastest way is to jump up. If we want to, I think, yeah, we could try killing this thing to see if we can get the special drop from it. Yeah, the toy ring's the one that does nothing. That was not what I intended to do. 56.5. I don't know how much experience it gives, but I guess we'll find out. Okay, so it's like 1.5 thousand every time we do this. It's not a terrible thing to try to kill for a little bit. We have a pretty decent luck score for this too, so... I think it's called, the bear ring is the name of the item, if I recall. Let's see if we can get it from this thing. Like I said, it is a rare drop. This thing is easy to murder. We can, yeah, since we're in the area. It does a really fun thing if we can get it, so... Damn, it's really easy to accidentally throw the cross instead of do the whip when you're doing this. You have to, like, double tap to run, and then you have to up plus the rocks, up plus, what is it, R to do the rocks, and then you also have to press left while running and jump while you're in mid. Like, the button press combination is kind of a pain in the ass. Because if you don't do exactly that sequence, you won't make it in time to kill him before he kills himself. Yeah, and if you jump too early, you hit the ceiling. Instead of going through here. It's just, it's weird because you have to already be running before you jump. It is also a little bit weird because I'm playing using the Switch Pro controller, so instead of using the D-pad, I've been using the analog stick, and it's a strange feeling to get used to double tapping it. I'm not like a Smash Brothers expert where I'm like used to doing the double taps like that with the analog. getting a lot of items from him. It's not the one that we want. Oh god, it's so easy to clip that ledge. I guess we'll see if we don't get it by the time we level up, so then we'll just do something else. But I figured, yeah, since we're here, we can afford to give it a few minutes to try. Technically, 2 luck rings would be slightly better for this purpose. Not by a whole lot, but... There is an improved version of the luck ring. I believe it's called the Thief Ring, where it gives you plus 100 luck in one slot. But I don't remember what drops it. And it is a rare drop from the enemy that drops it. And if I recall, it's not something that's particularly easy to get to. Where you... yeah, I'd have to look it up. I usually don't waste the time to go and get the improved luck ring, so... Ah, my god, come on. Do this. There we go. Almost like I'm getting worse at this. Well, we're only going to get a couple more tries. I would just like to point out, this is basically the end of the game, and our luck stat here is only just barely broken 800 with us trying our best. When you're playing on Thief mode, you start the game with like a 1600 luck. Utterly insane. There it is! Alright, so there's the bear ring. So what does this do? Ring with the curse of the bear. Alright. Well, first of all, let's take off all this stuff. Just so you can see what the effect is on this thing. So, it gives you minus 100 to all your stats. Why would you use such a thing, you might ask? Well, that is a great question. Well, first of all, let's take this off. We will DSS glitch this so you can see. The Pluto and the Black Dog cards together let you be a skeleton. So, when you are a skeleton, if you get hit by anything, you're going to take hundreds, if not thousands of damage. So you're basically dead instantly if you get hit by anything. Yeah, and you notice our health is not, like, in the thousands, so if we take thousands of damage, we will die. The little bones deal basically no damage to anything at all. but every so often, he'll randomly throw out a big bone. So if you then equip this bear ring while you have this active, yeah, we are literally reducing our stats by 100 and everything here. And you do it, and now you do this. Now you get to be a little bear. You have your double jump. You fire little rockets. Pressing down. Yeah, depending on what direction you press, he'll fire out these things in different directions. If you press down, he fires off like a little bomb. Yeah, so that's what the bear ring does. Very kind of cryptic thing, and I believe this is very much like the skeleton, where if you get hit when you're like this, you basically die instantly. But it's just a really cool Easter egg kind of thing. So anyway, yeah, that's what the bear ring does, and you can only get it from that one enemy in that one part of the game. But actually, you know, I just realized since we're in this area, we may as well try to go get the Pluto card. It's close by, so we'll also be by a save point, so if we want to screw around with the skeleton, then we can do that too. Just to see what it's like. Cool if this thing would drop the... Yeah, if it would be awesome if it dropped the heart megas. Because I know they can. This is also a good place to like get these, because you can just kind of sit here and let them attack you. Alright. Let's see if we're strong enough to kill this thing yet. Oh, look, we got it on the first try. That was fantastic. So there we go. Now we have the Pluto card. actually remember what the first one does. So all the Pluto stuff is weird. Oh, this one's Item Crush. Okay. Alright. Yep, this one doubles your sub-weapon stuff. So the Pluto one basically all deals with your sub-weapons. This one increases experience point gain, which is very useful. This one makes a copy of you. Alright, yep, and we know what the rest of these do. So, turning on the experience gain is probably the best one. This is also a very good room to fill up your hearts, because there's a bunch of large heart upgrades in here. Or candles, I mean, not upgrades. Okay, hearts are full. Yeah, this is... Oh, yeah, we might want to put our actual armor back on. Just maybe. Technically, this is one of those places where, if you really wanted to, you could just sit here like this forever and acquire hearts and experience by doing absolutely nothing except just putting something on the button. It's very, very slow experience gain because they give you almost nothing. Let's see. 415. And it's yeah, they give you 3 experience apiece. But it is technically an option. If you really wanted to grind for free experience, you could do that. Okay, so we're done with... Alright, so now we want to go up. We went up to that spot already. So I guess the fastest way up is probably to Rock's Feather Away up. Oh, he dropped a strength ring. That's kind of cool. Let's definitely go save since we got our Pluto card. So there's another there's 2 more of those candles. One of them is the scary candle and one is the mimic candle. And one of them drops a card and I think the other one drops, I want to say, a heart increase item. we still don't have the key to unlock the door, but we will once we kill Hugh. Alright, so here... we are looking to go not here, but the next one. Oops, here. Alright. Yeah, so this is the room where you can farm the potions. It's not particularly hard to kill. 84.8 and 82.6. Okay, so 2,200 experience. So he's 2,000 experience because we're getting... Or no, it's a little bit less than that. So we're getting plus 20%. There's potions, so... I don't think it's worth the minor increase in luck. Yeah, the difference is like 15 points of luck, so... It's either that, or we could try doing something like this to just kill it instantly. It's probably better. Fireball is like OP. Definitely one of the best card combinations. See, we're just slamming through experience by doing this, because it's like almost 2,000 a clip. Yeah, we kill them super quick. And they drop potions that we need, so... Their common drop is a regular potion, and their increased drop is the potion high. That was like another 20,000 experience right there. You have like 15 million ways of killing this thing. I think this is the most efficient. Oh, it's a potion. We'll take it. I think the potion only restores like 20 health, though. Yeah. Not exactly great. Because remember, we have almost 1,000 HP. So restoring 20 doesn't make a huge difference. The high potion does, though. So we kill that 60 of these things, we'll level up. Which, given it only takes a few seconds to do each one, pretty quick. Oh, we want our prize. Yeah, we're 2 in a row is nice. But we want the rare drop from him is the better potion. But when you're in the battle arena, you gotta take what you can get. Because you're gonna run low on everything. Yeah, we already burned through like almost 50,000 experience there. Yeah, no, the fire is OP. This is one of the earliest combinations of cards you get. It's the Salamander and Jupiter, and it is one of the best in the entire game. Because the fire just does damage like basically equivalent to your whip, except it can hit multiple times a second, so... Final Fantasy V meets trading card game. Or Final Fantasy. Sort of, like... So, this was the first of the Castlevanias on the Game Boy Advance, and one of the first... I think it might even be, like, the first Metroidvania-style game. And they decided that they wanted to add, like, a magic system to it. So, yeah, their trading cards in here are just random enemy drops that give you access to spells. And to be honest, there's way more of these cards in this game than you ever actually would reasonably need, because most of them do things that are not relevant whatsoever. There's probably like 10 abilities that actually make a real difference in the game, and the other 90% of them you could just ignore them and it wouldn't matter. But yeah, this is more like, I guess, Metroid meets Final Fantasy, except Castlevania themed. So some of the effects are really fun. Like, yeah, like if you... Like, turning into the skeleton here, like, this is really cool, but the thing is, if you get hit while you're a skeleton at all, you will die, and your little bones only deal, like, 1 damage. I'm not gonna do this right here, because it's not safe to do so. But, we'll do something else for a little bit. But that's the place where you can, like, farm potions most efficiently, and I might do that in a little bit. But just kind of proof of concept. Yeah, well, I'll show you what I mean in a minute here. I gotta get to a save point so we can do this. Because there's still, I think, 2 more cards that we can collect. Next one. Yeah, and it is, being the skeleton's super dangerous, but it is really fun. But it's exactly like what you're saying. It's not an easy ability to balance. It's done with like the rarest combination of cards, and I'm cheating to use it. So, all right. Actually, we have Pluto now, so. Okay, so these enemies are weak, but yeah, see, look, I took 9,999 damage. Oh, no, there we go. However, the big bone, when you do it, will basically instantly kill any enemy it hits. But if you get hit, then you die instantly. RPGs moving away from grinding. So there's really like 2 styles of RPGs. There's, you know, the ones that you're like thinking of, which is like the classic JRPG style, and then there's there's like the more kind of recent ones where they don't really care about it as much. And I think there is a market for people who actually like the grinding. So this is the bear ring that we got. However, again, if you get hit as the bear, you do basically die instantly, so... Oh yeah, Raid Shadow Legends. I mean, a lot of mobile games are like that. Yeah, like that's basically like all mobile gaming is. That's like one of the reasons I don't play a lot of those games. I absolutely detest microtransactions in games for stuff like that. Cosmetics I'm okay with, but when it comes to like actually increasing, you know, statistics that matter in a game, like fuck that shit. EA is like ridiculously guilty of doing that stuff. So, all right. Okay, we want to get the candles, which one of them I think is in. Alright, where the scary and mimic candle? I have this on my map. Just checking this map here. Because there is still some stuff that we can get from here that we don't actually have yet. Not this one. We got the trick candle, which was the Pluto card, but there is at least... Oh, wait, here we go. I think I found this. Yeah, okay, hold on. Let me open this in a new tab so I can actually read this. Yeah, the scary candle is Uranus, and it is... Just trying to find it here quick. So I have to... the next card that we need is the Uranus card. I want to see if I can actually kill the scary candle, because this is another one that's actually very difficult to kill. But it's the only enemy in the game that drops the Uranus card, and I do want to try to collect all the cards. Oh, okay. The Uranus card is up in that tower. Alright, and then... Oh, okay, yeah. The mimic candle, the thing that it drops is that's the upgrade to the luck ring, which is the gambler armband, which gives you plus 100%, or it gives you plus 100 to your luck stat. But we don't really need that, I think. The trick candle, we already got that one, and yeah, the Uranus one, okay, I know where that is now. So we still have 2 more cards to get. Well, then we have to kill Hugh still, and we have to prepare for the battle arena, because the battle arena is the last thing that we have, like, the last big thing to do before Dracula. And it's a hard place, and we need to probably get more healing items before we do that too. Alright. 150 hit points. It should be easier to kill than the trick candle, so if we could kill that one, we should be able to kill this one. Alright, so from here, we have to go all the way to the top left corner of the map. So we have our experience game on. While we're over there, I might try to get some of the dark armors from, I think it's the Lilith enemy that's over there. There's one other card that we could get that's outside the battle arena. I'm trying to remember which one that is. Well, I know what the enemy is that drops it, because we saw it earlier. It's a really difficult to kill enemy. Alright. I think this is the closest we can get to this. Actually, probably better to use a shield to go through here. Oh, we got... See, now that we have, like, nice and high luck, they'll drop these things, like, easily, but... When we were trying to get the luck rings the first time through here, it was a pain in the ass. But we are beyond needing such things at this point. So yeah, we just have to keep going up from here. Yeah, it's exactly lucky top decks. Well, let's hope that, you know, the candle is kind to us, because it's a 0.6% drop, but we are boosting it a fair bit with our luck, so it shouldn't be too bad to get. The Pluto card was a lower percent chance than this one, and we got it on the first try, which was incredible. guess it had to make up for all the shit that it put us through. Yeah, this is the way up. Oh, I think this room might be the one. Is it? No, not this one. One of the rooms over here is where the dark armor... Or, no, what is it? It's the second best armor in the game drops from one of the most powerful enemies in the game. Oh, you know what? I just realized my TV's not muted. I don't think it's loud enough to be playing it through the microphone twice, but I just noticed it. I could hear it twice on my side. Whoa, no. Cross is boss. Never get rid of the cross. Oh, okay. Yeah, Ghosts and Goblins, the rule is that knife is life. Circle of the Moon, the rule is the cross is boss. That's the candle right there. So let's, I guess, put on plus luck first and see if this is enough. Oops, nope. Oh, you know, it would help if we actually put double grips back on. And we wear the knight suit just because it increases our attack power by the most. Okay, that kills it in one hit. Alright, you know what, let's see, let's do it with double luck rings on because those... And we, you know what, we can even put our rainbow robe back on because that increases our luck too. Alright, this should be still enough to kill this thing, so. Yeah, alright. We have maximized our luck. Ow. Yeah, it disappears after a few seconds, so you only have time to get like 2 or 3 hits on this thing. There is a third candle in this series of enemies. That's the Mimic Candle. There we go, we got the card. See, that wasn't too painful. The third candle in the series, that's the one that drops the Gambler armband. So the Uranus card is the one that lets you summon things. So every element card you use will summon a different magical effect. So put our double grips back on. We'll see this one. I think that one, if it hits an enemy, it drains their health. We'll try it here. cockatrice. You have to do like a reverse Hadoken move in order to use this. So yeah, it's you go down, diagonal, and then or down, sideways, up, and then attack. So you're kind of doing a half circle motion, and then you press attack, and then it does it. And this one is the most useful one. Thunderbird deals an insane amount of damage. Yeah, a little bit. Well, there's a couple other ones in here too. Like this one. Same thing. Like all of the Apollo cards are also combo attacks like this. So, yeah, you do get a little bit of that. Alright. So, where do we find... Where the hell is this thing? Lilith. No, okay, Lilith is the one that drops the Sage Robe. What's the one that's over here? They very much are like Super Smash Brothers things. I'm gonna pull up the Circle of the Moon equipment. So the Devil can drop Mirror Armor, and there is also Needle Armor. Dark Armor is Lilim. Okay, so where the hell is? Because I think that this enemy is nearby where we're at right now. So if we wanted to go and kill it, it's probably not too unreasonable to do so. Alright. Machine Tower, where exactly here? The hidden room off the second large room of the tower, which should be... Okay, I believe I know where this is. Yeah, just look at how easily this thing just... every single one of those lightning bolts is like getting hit with the whip. And look at how little of our mana it actually used to do that. Okay, so not here. We have to go down one. Yeah. It should be the room that's directly to the left of here. Since we got our card, we should probably save before anything bad happens. Yep, this is the room. So this enemy only spawns here, where's it? After you defeat death. So very, very long after the point at which you have exited the machine tower is when she shows up. And she appears in a room that you would have no reason to ever come back and visit again. But this is the only room in the entire game where this enemy appears. I guess I should put the luck rings on. It's the only place in the entire game where the enemy appears. And it drops one of the best armors in the whole game. It also gives you, like, it's like the second highest amount of experience in the entire game. Because she gives you 20,000 experience every time you kill her. Fortunately, she is right at a save point. As you can see, trying to fight her legitimately is actually really hard. Okay, sure, we just got the fucking armor from her immediately. That was like a luck sack and a half. So, dark armor here. Look at what it does to our defense over... The rainbow robe is still like one of the best armors that we have at the moment. Our actual best armor, I think, right now is the platinum one. Yeah, dark armor puts us over 1,000 defense, so... It does lower the other stats by a fair bit. It's minus 10 penalty to strength, intelligence, and luck. But our defense goes up by, like, a ton. And the only armor that's better than this is the one you get at the end of the battle arena. However, I'm going to continue to use the rainbow rope because I want my intelligence high. The rainbow robe boosts our luck slightly, and it also greatly boosts our intelligence, so we basically have infinite mana to do whatever we want. Yeah. Today, the drops are stacked. It wasn't like that, you know, when I was playing on Monday, but today, no, everything is going very, very well for some reason. But, yeah, the fact that that enemy shows up in that room at that point in the game, that is so ridiculously cryptic. And the thing that it drops is its rare drop that's like the second best armor in the entire game. Just, it's insane. Oh, the soundtrack to this game is fucking banging. Like, I love the music in this. There's a ton of really cool remixes of it too. Alright, so from here... We got the armor, so I guess what we should do is go get the other card that we're missing. Why not? We seem to be on a tear, right? We should go get it. Let's check the map here. I guess the fastest way out of here, we can go up to the right and just fall down. So, this game has a few, I believe, a few original compositions. I think this might be one of them for the Clock Tower, which is honestly one of the best ones, but it also incorporates older Castlevania songs into it as well. Like Vampire Killer and the Underground Warehouse one are both in Super Castlevania 4, for instance, and they're very good. They're very good covers in this game. I meant to open up this. So we go up here. Alright. This is where we're going. Which is the one where we're dashing? This is one of the few places this effect is really cool. Yeah, the dash shield. So we can just run through all these things. We were already here to get this item up in this corner. Alright. Let's put something else back on. Go to the left here, and then down at the bottom left here. The skeletons are worth killing just because they drop potions, so... So here, let's go over to the save room. And then we're gonna go get the last card that we can get outside of the battle arena. But honestly, yeah, we're doing fantastic in getting stuff. Oh no, not one damage. What will I ever do? Okay. Should be this one, I think. Yep, alright. And for this, we are going to want our Thunderbird summon. We are also going to want our luck ring on for this, I believe. Come on, follow me down. Yep. So that we can just walk in. This is the entrance to the battle arena. As you can see, there's basically after every few rooms in the battle arena, there's a path that you can slide out if you feel like you're failing and you're gonna die. But once you go in, you're locked into fighting at least, like, usually, I think it's 3 or 4 rooms. But, yeah, you also can't use magic when you're inside there, so you gotta be careful. Alright, so lure her down here, and then Thunderbird. But the easiest way to just respawn her is to come in through the door where the battle arena is here. To come down here, and then you just summon Thunderbird, and she'll die. You just do this a few times, and she'll drop. Oh, well, I think that's her. Is that her rare or her common drop? I don't remember. I think that's her common drop. Her rare drop, I think, is the card. She's also she's the only enemy in the game that drops the card, and this is the only place in the game where you can find this enemy. Trying to fight this thing without using summons is insanely difficult. I do not recommend. Always just Thunderbird her to death. Do yourself a favor. Her card has a really cool effect, but it's not one that I use very frequently. Mostly because you get it very late in the game because you have to have the rocks wing to get up here. Or is it? Yeah, you have to be able to use the fly, so you can't come up here until like the last area. And by the time you get her card, it doesn't really matter. But it is kind of fun. It has like a really cool effect, so we'll see it. Just have to get her to drop it first. Oh, one other thing, the legions can drop potion highs. So a cool side effect of this is that occasionally while you're killing her, you can get a few potion drops from these legion guys. This is like the last arm, or the last item that we really care about grinding specifically. Other than that, it's just potions, and you know, the wind armor is probably one of the better things to do, because we can kill that thing basically instantly. There we go. Ow. Yeah, I gotta watch my mana here. I accidentally dropped below the amount that I needed to summon things, so... Our intelligence is high enough that we can regenerate the mana really quickly, but the annoying thing is every time that you use the summon, if at the end of it you don't have enough MP to summon it again, it automatically disables the card, so you have to reactivate the two. See, like right now, we'd have to like stand here and kind of wait for a minute in order to get our MP back. So... give it a second to catch up. Yeah, but this game is a little bit grindy. Like all the Metroidvania games are kind of like that. I think this one in particular, like, the grind is kind of annoying, but this is also one of the games where I forgive the grindiness because it makes the 5th playthrough of this game so much more fun. Yeah. On the 5th playthrough of the game, you get to play Thief mode, where, you know, right now our luck is, you know, under 700. Well, when you start Thief mode, your luck starts higher than our luck is at, like, level 45, and it goes up by, like, 100 every time that you level up. So you will very quickly max out the luck for the entire game. You'll have, like, 10,000 luck. And basically every enemy you kill in that mode will drop whatever, like, their rarest thing is. Like, every time that you kill them. So, on Thief mode, you get to actually get a whole bunch of items that you didn't even know existed in the game the first time. So, this is one of the few games where, like, the grindiness kind of sucks the first time, but, like, if you actually get through it the first time and you do the multiple playthroughs of it, it actually, they turn it on its head and they make it a lot more fun, because then all of a sudden, it completely changes the way the game plays when you get to play through the game having basically infinite luck. Oops. That was not the attack button. That was not even close. So we've been doing this for about an hour and 45 minutes. That's not too bad. Considering all the things that we've managed to accomplish so far, I'm actually surprised that we've, Oh, I keep jumping instead, like, I have a habit of pressing the A button when I mean to press the B button. Yeah, we've done quite a lot of work here in less than 2 hours. We've got, like, a lot of the important stuff that we're missing. That the dark armor that we picked up is going to be incredibly useful for getting through the battle arena. Because it means that the amount of damage we're going to take is going to be reduced drastically. So the amount of healing items we're going to need is probably a lot less because of it. Though we still probably want to have a bigger stockpile than we have at the moment. I guess it's trying to make up for all the generosity it gave us earlier. Be careful you don't touch the Legion guys or you won't be able to use your whip. It's not that big a deal out here because you still can use your magic, but in the battle arena, if you touch them, you're fucked. Because you can't use magic in the battle arena. Oh, there we go, we got it. Saturn Card. Alright, so why did we buy... Well, so what does the Saturn Card do, you might ask? Well... So every one of these things that you summon, it summons a little familiar buddy of that particular thing that has different types of attacks. So this one is like a ghast, I think? Yeah. This one's a Medusa head that will turn things to stone. Here we have an eagle. It'll dive bomb and attack enemies if it sees them. This one shoots projectiles. This one's a ghost, it'll just randomly go after enemies, and this one's a bat that shoots fireballs, so... So we're only missing 2 cards right now, and they're like the 2 most difficult cards to get. However, I'm cheating and using one of them just because it's going to heal me right now. Probably this one. So we already got this thing that was over here. Look at that giant moon in the background. We got that one, so... We can go back and save now that we got our card. So it's actually probably a good time to go kill Hugh. Well, we're gonna save before we go encounter him, though. So this is the last boss fight before Dracula. Are the tier 1 strats, the backwards boomerang throw to just wipe out all the enemies. Alright. I think this is the right one. Yep. Gotta be careful with his attacks. They're all very, very dangerous. Oh. You don't want to stand too close to him. You have to be close enough to throw the cross. He's got 4 attacks. He does that one, yeah, that one, the shield, the floor flames, and then he also has an attack that just kind of engulfs everything around him in dark attacks. So definitely watch out for him. The devil is one of the most dangerous enemies in the game. And he's like the boss of the battle arena. There's a stronger version of him you have to fight. Alright. Let's cheat here. Get my health back. So, because of the DSS cards, we can just basically wipe the floor with Hugh. We don't need to fight him fairly. We can just summon the Thunderbird and it should absolutely decimate him. Also, we can put our double grips back on. Sure, why not? Alright, cutscene. Don't attack me. So yeah, just stand here and summon Thunderbird on his face until he dies. Like, if you don't use summons, this can be, like, a much more difficult fight, but if you just, like, Thunderbird him to death, he's a pathetically weak boss. Look, we already... Alright, phase 2. He's got, like, his dark holy water that he's using on us. Oh, no. Ta-da! We just beat the shit out of him. How dare you raise your sword to me? Alright, so there we go. Hugh is just like, I'm so sorry. There we go. We got the key. So we're level 49. This is about the correct level if we want to do the battle arena. However, we still probably would like to have a little bit more healing. I definitely need mind potions. I don't have enough of them. Because we're going to need the mind potions in order to employ a trick that is necessary to kind of cheat our way through. Nope, not the... we went down too far. Ross's boss. So we can open the door to Dracula's room. So this is actually an area on the map, and it does count towards your completion. So this is where the last boss fight is. However, we don't need to go in there yet, because this is also one of the few rooms in the entire game where there's a thing hidden in the floor. So I think at this point, we should have just about all of these. I don't know if we're missing any, but none of them are particularly obvious to me that we're missing them, so yeah, it's pretty close. Maybe just for fun we'll go and fight the Mimic Candle. Just to show you where it is. We're going to have to get some healing items stocked up, and then we can go take on the battle arena. So this is an area that we could have got, yeah, we could get to much earlier in the game. But now, this is one of the hallways where it has changed since then. Notice how there's a candle on every one of these things? They all look the same, right? Hold on, what's that? That doesn't look right, does it? It's not the same color, and it's out of place. I wonder what that could possibly be. Alright, so the Mimic Candle, how much health does this thing have? Oops. Nope, return to game. Candles. Mimic Candle has 990 health. Yeah. So, you'll never be able to kill this thing with regular attacks before it dies. There is, however, a trick that you can do this, and this is one of the only reasons that you would ever not want to use the boomerang. You need to use the stopwatch. The stopwatch will actually stop the Mimic Candle from disappearing long enough that you can actually kill it. Because, yeah, at 990 health, it will take us about 10 hits to be able to kill it normally. So, yeah, you have to stop it with the stopwatch to actually get there. And I'm not willing to pick up the stopwatch, but that's where the Mimic Candle is. And it's also where the Gambler Armband is, which is the item that increases your luck by 100 on your thing here, so. Oh, yeah, there we go. So that's how you do that. But I believe we need to go visit the Wind Armor for a little bit. Because we need to acquire some more potions. Alright, the fastest way to get there is probably go back up the way we came. So we need to take the teleporter over to it. Yeah, we went up and killed the witch there, so that's fine. And then, yeah, the fireball is the easiest way to kill this thing. We'll put on the rainbow robe because it gives us increased luck. We'll put on our 2 luck rings, too. Oh, there we go. Potion high. That might be our first one that we've gotten. No, it's our second. So yeah, potion high is 250 health. So regular potion, 20 health. Potion high, 250. That's a quarter of our health bar right now. So, yeah, those things definitely help a lot. And we're going to want at least a few of them in order to successfully make it through the battle arena. So this is definitely one of the best places to stock up on healing items. Just kill this thing repeatedly. Because yeah, the potion high is one of the best potions you can find in the game. And it's really easy to acquire from this. And it does help that its common drop is also a regular potion, because even if it's only 20 health, like, I mean, you acquire 10 of them and it's basically like you got a potion high off of it, so. You take any and all healing you can get for this, because this is basically the only point in the game where you still need these items. Never, ever, ever use potions outside the battle arena. You need all of them for that. You are saving them through the entire game for this one purpose, to get the shining armor. Do this for a little bit. Battle Arena is not a joke. It is a long, long, treacherous haul, and the game looks easy right now because we have magic to carry us. If we fuck up and take too much damage, it doesn't matter, because we have basically infinite health from being able to regenerate it whenever the hell we feel like it. That is not the case in the battle arena. You go in with 1 health bar and whatever potions you have, and that's it, so... And you have no magic to bail you out. And if you don't make it all the way, well, then you just wasted all your potions. And it's the only place in the game to get both the Unicorn and the Black Dog card, and it's the only place to get the Shining Armor, so... It's definitely worth doing it. And we're about to level up too. A potion high, awesome. That's a hit. This process is easy. Like, it's a little bit grindy, but it's fine. It could be way worse than this. At least we've gotten a couple already, so it's not like they're super ridiculously rare. Oh, see, look, we got another one. So basically now we have 1 full health bar worth of healing. So I believe that was our 4th one. Then once we're done with this, probably have enough hearts to carry us through. But we might need to get some... we definitely need to get some Mind Restore potions. Why would we need Mind Restore potions, you might ask? Didn't you tell us that you can't use magic in the battle arena? Well, technically, yes, I did say that. But the answer is also you can do it, just for very, very short bursts. Because it doesn't prevent you from casting it. All it does is the battle arena drains your MP at an insanely high rate, so that within like 2 seconds you have no MP left from full bar. So, well, okay, why does that matter? Well, you know what you can do in 2 seconds? Summon Thunderbird. You know what Thunderbird will do for you in 2 seconds? Kill every enemy in the entire room. So there are some rooms of the battle arena where you definitely want to try to pop off a summon before it erases all of your mana bar. Because it's the fastest way to kill all the enemies there that will otherwise just murder you. And that's especially like the easiest way to get the Black Dog and the Unicorn card. And that there's a trick that we're going to employ with the rewind, and I'll show you how that works when we get to that point. So probably the rest of tonight is going to be preparation for this. And then we probably won't do the battle arena tonight because it's a little bit long. We'll save that plus Dracula and watching the ending of this for the last part of this. Which I might do Friday because I should have some time like earlier in the day on Friday to do it. So that's I think what I'm gonna plan for right now. So this gives us a little bit of time tonight yet to still prepare for this, and then Friday we can end the game. We'll get the battle arena done, get the remaining cards that we're missing, and then kill Dracula and watch the ending. Dracula, by the way, is actually insanely difficult. Like, if you're just playing through the game normally, like, you need to be much stronger to kill Dracula than you do to fight Hugh. Like, Hugh is basically a joke. Dracula's final form is not a joke, because he just has, like, a bunch of invincibility attacks where he will just absolutely just flatten you. He'll run you over like a fucking train. He does these, like, ridiculous charge attacks that will, like, cover... You think you're cool because you can fly with the rock wing and everything? Well, no. He will chase after you in midair. And if he hits you, you'll take, like, half of your health and damage from that one attack. And he does that many, many times. Your window to actually hit him is very, very small. But with a little bit of practice, it's not too bad. It can be managed. Especially if you have some of the more useful cards, too. So, fun fact, you're invincible while you're summoning, which means if you're summoning Unicorn to refill your health, you are invincible during that. There we go, another potion high. I think if we can get, like, 3 more of these things, that should probably be fine-ish. The Dark Armor is definitely going to help. It's going to reduce our need for potions because it should reduce the overall amount of damage that we take. And we'll have a bunch of backup regular potions in case things go very south for some reason. But I'll have to check to see where the best spot to get Mind Restores are going to be. Because there are a bunch of infinitely spawning enemies that drop them, so I imagine it's probably not too hard to get Mind Restores. It's just a matter of figuring out which place is the most efficient to do it. You don't need a whole lot of them. There's only a couple rooms in which it's worth doing that. I think that should be number 6 of those, right? Yep, alright. I think with about 3 bars of health, then we should be okay. You just have to be careful. If you're lucky, in the battle arena, there's a couple rooms where there's a bunch of, like, fox archers and also the brain things. And some of them will drop, like, spiced meats and stuff while you're in the battle arena, so you can get occasionally a little bit of free healing while you're there, but it's not a lot. And you shouldn't rely on it, because it's totally random as to whether they drop them or not. And you only get really, like, one chance for that to happen, too. There are a couple rooms in the battle arena which are somewhat friendly to your health bar, but most of them are extremely dangerous to it. We're at level 51 so far. Alright, that's fine. We should be at approximately the correct level to take this on, too. I wouldn't try the battle arena below level 50. Because you really do need to have enough health and stats to actually get through it. on, give me a few more. I want like 2 more potion highs and then I'll be satisfied with this. At least enough to go for it. But then we need to work on figuring out where to get mind potions. I think that the mind potions will be a little bit easier to get. Just because, like I said, I know at the very least there are some areas where there are infinitely spawning enemies that drop them. So I imagine it's probably not too hard to get them. We don't need as many of them. Just enough so that we can summon Thunderbird in like 2 or 3 specific rooms. We already went through 50,000 experience here. Probably gain at least 1 more level before we get there. Yeah, it's a little bit tedious, but at least it's not difficult tedious. Fireballs are just like super awesome here. This is, yeah, you can see, like, this is why I use them for like most of the game. Like, they're very powerful. They can kill this thing much faster than the whip can. Ow. You know what? I'm gonna heal myself a little bit. Oh yeah, this is also one of the other things. It is possible to pop mind potions in the battle arena and get off a unicorn summon if you're very desperately low on health. You'll get to do it 1 time from like a full MP bar. So, you do have that option, but you have to cheat to do it, so... oh yeah, fireball. Come on, give me potion highs. I need them. I don't want to go in underprepared. Because if we go in underprepared, then we just wasted our entire time doing it, so... It's better to over-prepare rather than under-prepare. In normal mode, the battle arena is not that hard. Like, it's difficult, but it's really when you get to, like, magician mode, the battle arena goes to, like, impossible mode, because your strength and defense stats suck. All of your stats points go into magic. And guess what? It's the one thing you can't do, so... the hardest challenge is definitely beating the battle arena on magician mode. However, on fighter mode, it's basically, like, free, because nothing can really hurt you. you have insanely high attack and defense, which are the only two things that really matter in there. And yeah, shooter mode is also pretty easy too, because you can just like rely on the cross to just carry you through it. Thief mode is actually kind of hard, because they're like, thief mode, you don't, like, there's not really a whole lot of items that are going to help you there. Like, we have already most of the items that are going to make it better, and the difference is in thief mode, their attack and defense are just going to suck compared to where we're at now, so it is just harder than where we're at. Alright, one more potion high and that should do it for these. Then we should have enough healing potions, so we'll just need some mana potions, and I think hearts were probably good. You get a lot of free hearts while you're in there, so it's not that bad. And I think we do have a bunch of heart items that we haven't used already. So we shouldn't really need to worry about that too much. I still have this stuff on. We're close to leveling up. You cannot one-shot the final boss. That's not an option. He has immunity phases, and you can't deal enough damage like between immunity phases to kill him in one hit. That's not possible. Like, the final boss is kind of a slogfest. Like, Dracula's first form is fine. We're gonna crush his first form without much effort, but his final form is gonna absolutely like take effort to kill. Because it flies around and it's only vulnerable when it's moving around, so... And whenever it's not flying around, it's basically invincible, and if it hits you, you take like half your health and damage. It's one of those things where the developers of this game, I think, wanted to make sure that the end of this game was like a really nice finale and like really tested you, but they probably over-leveled the final boss a little bit to, because you would be normally fighting it between around like level 45, and like that is absolutely like you need to be probably at least like in the 50s before you fight that thing. Like right now, we're strong enough where we should be able to kill it without too much difficulty, but it definitely can be very dangerous, especially if it's your first time killing him and you don't know like all the attack patterns and his phases and whatnot. A lot of the time, you have to hide kind of off screen while he's doing his invincibility charges, because if you're not, then you're basically going to die. And the only way that you know that he's done doing it is by listening to sound cues, and that where he's not doing the attack sound anymore. And that's when you know it's your window to hop back into the battle to actually try engaging him. I don't believe the enemies do, but if you notice, like, your character uses levels, so right now, we're at level 52. So we have experience, like, we do level up kind of like an RPG. So there's a rough, like, the enemy's stats are all hard-coded into the game. They have hard-coded drop rates and defenses and health and whatnot, but the max is level 99, however, it would take you basically 24 hours at something like that, like a literal 24 hours of non-stop grinding in order to hit it, and it is absolutely not necessary. If you're level 60, you're stronger than basically everything you like. That's already more than you need to be to fight anything in the game. Like, we're already at our level right now is an acceptable level to end the game at. And we'll probably be slightly stronger, because we're still going to fight stuff in the battle arena. We'll probably level up a few more times before we fight the final boss, but we could fight him now and still win pretty, I would say reasonably, because I know what I'm doing with it, and we're definitely strong enough to do so. So yeah, it's actually, yeah, like, it's actually kind of bad because, like, if you're trying to get to maximum level, the amount of experience you need to level up every time goes up each time, and the enemy that you can grind the most experience on per run only gives you 20,000 experience a pop. And we're already at the point where to gain a new level, it takes, like, 160,000 experience, and we're only at, like, level 52. So, you would have to kill that enemy at least 8 times to level up once, and it just keeps going up and up as you get to closer to level 99. It's insane. Saying it probably takes, like, minimum good 15 seconds to kill that thing and respawn it. And you're looking at, like, 8 times you have to kill it. So what is it? 2 minutes to gain 1 level, but at our current level, but it would definitely, it goes up over time, so. Yeah, it gets bad, like, don't max out your level, it's pointless. Once you're, like, in the 50s, you're probably fine. The only exception I would say is if you're, like, either on fighter mode, or I'm sorry, if you're either on magician mode or thief mode and you want to take on the battle arena, you probably need to be in the 60s. Because your stats are not going to be high enough otherwise. Come on, drop. I only need, like, 1 more potion from this thing. I don't know why he's being so stingy. Well, we killed this thing like 45 more times we level up. Which sounds like a lot, but it's really not. We have 45 regular potions too, that's good. Like, it takes us, what, like, normal somewhere between 5 to 10 seconds to kill this thing. Assuming we do it right. The fastest way to level up is to go kill the enemy that drops the dark armor. You just use Thunderbird and that thing, get 20,000 experience like every, like, 15 seconds or so, however long it is. But, like, even that, like, it still takes fucking ages to actually get to the maximum level. Owie. I love the fireball so much. Such a great ability. You know what? I should probably heal myself again before anything tragic happens. soon as he drops us one more of his high potions, then we'll focus on getting the mana potions we're gonna need, and then we'll be done for tonight. And then Friday during the day, I'm gonna guess around like maybe 5 o'clock or maybe a little bit later than that. Then I should be around. I gotta take my car and get an oil change with it during the afternoon. But when I get home at some point, then we'll finish up this game. That's my plan. I swear this thing was only doing 78 damage a few minutes ago. And I don't know why it's doing 80 all of a sudden, because I didn't change anything. Well, at least it's something. Feels like it's been a while since he's actually dropped anything, so... I guess one other thing that I'll do after we finish the battle arena, I will check the map to make sure that we have 100% completion on it, just to see if there's any hidden rooms that we missed. So there's none that obviously stick out to me, but there might be a couple. I got all the ones that I remembered at the time. Probably most of them, but it's easy to miss them in this game. Come on. Well, we leveled up again. Damn it, give me my potion! With 45 regular potions, it might not matter that much. It's like we probably have enough healing, but this was the arbitrary limit that I set out to, and I don't think it's unreasonable, because it's basically giving ourselves 3 health bars worth of potions, guaranteed. Maybe 4 if you count the regular potions, so those are kind of our safety net. Ow. Oh, you know what? Okay, I know why. So the fireballs were doing 78 damage because when we activated them the first time, we hadn't leveled up yet. So if we activate it now, it should do probably... Yeah, see, now it does 83 damage. Alright. Because we leveled up again, and alright, so that's a good thing to note. I don't even know if I realized that. Yeah, the damage that your DSS does is based on whatever your attack was at the time that you activated. If you level up, then you have to actually deactivate it and reactivate it again to get the higher attack power on it. That's very interesting. Yeah, I don't know if I ever realized that before, but it doesn't make a huge difference, but It matters a little bit, like... It's an extra 3 damage per hit now. I mean, most of the time you're changing the DSS so often that, like, you won't notice it, but in this case, because we've leveled up like 3 times since we started doing this, it actually was noticeable. Alright, so here's a fun bet. Are we going to get to level 54 before we get the last potion? We have to kill about 60 of these things to do that. Come on! So close. We only need one more. I mean, you technically don't need it, but I want it. I want to be safe rather than sorry. I want to be assured of my success when I go in there and not have to worry about doing it over. Oh, there we go. Potion high. Excellent. Let's go to the save point. Ta-da! Yeah. Oh, yeah, you know what? We should look at this. So this actually is not a terrible area to grind hearts, because I think these things drop them too. But the bone towers tend to drop them a fair bit. How many of these do we have? We have 7 regulars, 3 highs, 2 megas, and an X. That should be okay. Yeah, like, hearts you don't usually run out of when you're in there. Because you get like 15 hearts between every set of rooms. So, I mean, yeah, we go in with like 300 some, and we have another several hundred sitting in our inventory, so... we did level up so we can get a couple more. Alright. I think I know where we want to go. Mind high is 0.2%. There's got to be something that drops them a little bit more than that. Mm. Mind restores. Alright, so let me check these enemies. Oh yeah, the castle is huge. The teleporter is a godsend. Like, I can't imagine trying to run around without this thing. Okay, it looks... Where do I find the Spectre? I think this is the one I want. Underground Galley. Alright. And this is one of the ones that yeah, it spawns infinitely, so we should be able to kill them pretty easily. And I believe it has the best odds of dropping them. Well, okay, the best odds for the amount of time it's going to take. Okay, so I know where we're going. Yeah, the map is definitely insanely helpful. Okay, so we need to be... So grinding these is going to be a lot easier because we don't really have to do anything. We just kind of stand there and collect the loot. So the fastest way to get there, probably to fall down and then go on. I'm always happy to see those. Oops. Oh. Bear on a unicycle. Well, I mean, we can turn into a bear that shoots rockets and throws bombs, so it kinda is the circus. not this one. It's the one that's above us. This is one area you could kill these things repeatedly in order. They do drop the potions that we want. They also drop regular potions too, but there's an even better thing to kill. And it is in the room to the right of us. So all we have to do is just stand here and let these things die. And see, they drop mind restores. So, this is it. This is all we have to do. They are pathetically weak, and the ice shield will just kill them as soon as they try to approach us. They spawn infinitely, so they'll just keep appearing and then come after me. And out of all the enemies, they have probably both items they drop are mind potions. The one's a regular mind potion. Their rare item is a mind high, I believe. So, you just stand here and let them do this repeatedly until you get enough potions. That's it. This is so much easier because you don't even have to like actually do anything. You can just stand here and like, I don't know, just watch paint dry or something if you want to. I think the drop rate's not great from them. It's about 0.5% for a regular mind high, and it's like 0.15%, or for the regular mind restore, and then 0.15 for the mind high. But because they spawn so fast and they move to you, like without doing anything, there's not a lot of good enemies to kill for these things, so overall this is probably the best thing to kill in order to get these. Yeah. That's not too bad. Like, you get one every like couple minutes or so, that's fine. These are the tier 1 strategies for how to get all this stuff. Just reap the rewards. I don't know if standing on the other side is actually better, because I think they always appear from the opposite side where you're at. So, yeah, standing on the bottom here, they won't spawn. Like, so you really want to be over here, and I usually try to stand as far to the right as I can so that the potion always drops on the ledge where you're at, so then it's easy to just walk over and collect it as they deposit them. Like so. This is so much easier. So one mind restore gives you 30% back, so you need to use about 3 of them to get your 1 MP bar, enough to summon something before your MP drains. So just, you know, spend a few minutes doing this, you just get a couple of these things. You don't need nearly as many of these as you do, like, actual potions, so it's not, like, that big a deal. But you do want some of them because you want the ability to perform the summon trick. I mean, yeah, you technically don't even... I guess we could do this without the shield on, right? I could just do this with the whip and then also increase the luck. Because, if I hold the button, technically my luck is higher, so I'll probably get the potion slightly faster. But this method requires you actually have to have something on this button. That's all. Yeah, and I like to whip in the opposite direction so that doesn't happen. Yeah, because if you are facing the other way, then, you know, the potion can drop off the ledge, so... This is definitely one of the ways you can go about doing this. There we go. Uh-oh. That was not heavy enough on this. I don't know if I have a heavy enough object to set on top of the button. I guess you could, like, rubber band it, I suppose. But... this does also, it functions. You're not going to gain any experience, like, from this the way that you would fighting the wind armors for potions, but... I mean... it is what it is. This requires way less effort. I could just leave this... well, the thing is, you have to watch it, alright? Because you have to pick up the potions as they drop them. So, you could leave it on all night, and you would technically gain some experience, but there's not really a reason to do that. The only reason, like, the only thing you would gain is if you leave it on all night, there are, I believe, 2 abilities that care about the amount of time that you've been playing the game for, if I recall. So, it increases your attack and defense by, like, up to, like, 100% or something. Let me see if I can... you know, I can see if I can find it while we're doing this. Let me see, the DSS... I don't remember if this one has the time on. You know what? This one might not be the one that employs the time effect. There definitely is one that's based on the percentage of the map, but... I guess I gotta watch and make sure they're not dropping potions and they're missing them. Yeah, you can't, like, divert your attention too much, because the items do not last infinitely. If you don't pick them up, I think they do go away after a certain amount of time, so... it's not like they're just gonna amass there. we're at 918 luck. That's not too, that's actually really good, but I'm surprised that it's taking so long for them to drop these things. This is just way lazier. Oh, look at that. Oh, wait, no, okay, no, I was right. There is a thing in here. Alright, yeah, okay, I wasn't crazy. There is. Pluto and Cockatrice boosts your stats based on playtime. I knew that there was a thing. Alright. So let me find exactly what it does. So Pluto and Cockatrice, defense increases the longer you play the game. So yeah, leaving the game on overnight would technically increase that, but it doesn't increase your defense by an amount that really matters that much. Because you would have to have 20 to 30 hours of playtime before it would actually be better than other combinations of defense increases. Because you can get like plus 100% for completing the map, so in order to actually beat that, you'd have to leave it on for like 30 hours, which is insane. In 30 hours, like, you should be able to beat this game like 7 times over. Yeah, it's a really, really useless combination just because of the amount of time it requires. But theoretically, it could be infinite, so I don't know exactly where it maxes out at, but as far as I know, it doesn't say it has a max. It's defense plus 1. You get plus 1 defense for every 6 minutes the game is played. So that's fun. How many of these items do we have so far? 5 mind restores, 1 mind high. I probably want a little bit more than that. They're a little bit slower to get, but like I said, they're way easier to get, so... In the meantime, just looking to see if there's any other things that are interesting to note here before we hopefully get our potions and then we can call it a night. So how long? We're at about 3 hours right now, so that's not too bad. Considering all the stuff we accomplished, 3 hours is actually a very reasonable amount of time. So we got a lot of stuff that's fairly rare and stocked up in a ton of potions. Uh-oh. Damn it, it fucking fell off the screen because I wasn't far enough to the right. Gotta watch for... yeah. There we go. That's better. Yeah, if you're not all the way to the right, then they can fall off the platform, so that's... you gotta watch for that. So, I mean, I think we have about 2 mana bars worth of healing, but I really would like a little bit more than that. Anything else interesting on the map? I don't think so. We found all the candles. I guess the only other thing... yeah, it's just the battle arena. And then just making sure we didn't miss any rooms. Which, that's a good Friday activity, I think. Because we might be running around like an idiot looking for those. If you miss a room, they're usually like all over the place, so... the castle is huge and it takes a long time to walk around it. Oh, yes! See? There we go. Easy peasy. We're getting this stuff. Again, these are the tier 1 strats and how to, like, prepare for this. If you're gonna do stupid grinding nonsense, figure out what the best, you know, most efficient way to do it is, and then stick to it. This definitely has to be very high in the list. Just let the enemies bring the potions to you. It's like they say, the laziest people make for the best engineers, and I think that this is really, you know, a shining example of that. You figure out the most efficient way, the way that takes the least possible effort to do something. It breeds innovation. That. See, we're getting them. Like every minute or two, like they're dropping a thing, so that's fine. like that. Oh, no, definitely want that. See, it doesn't get easier than this. You just let them bring the potions to you. Okay. I think we've gone through just about all of the items in here. There's not a whole lot else that there's worth mentioning. I guess probably the one that we didn't get that is maybe worth talking about is the soldier fatigues, because it's the armor that completes the knight suit and stylish suit line, where it increases your defense but also increases your attack. And the soldier fatigues does increase your attack by 50. It's even better than the ninja garb version, so it's one of like the rare items though. It's not a particularly strong defensive item, but it's really good for boosting your attack. It is one of the items, though, that you probably won't find it by accident unless you're playing in thief mode. And it's generally not worth seeking it out otherwise. Alright. We're almost good with these potions, I think. Yeah, we're actually just about done with this anyway, because I think I should have just about enough of these. I have 10 mind restores, so that's about 3 MP bars and 5 mind highs. So that's like another 2.5. I think that should be good. So I think that, yeah, we're going to get to the save point. We're going to call this a stream. But I appreciate you hanging out with me. Yeah, Friday we'll be doing the battle arena. We'll finish up this game. We'll show Dracula what for. Oh my god. Poison armor to die. There we go. Yeah, I do love the music in this game. It is great. Did they add a sound test to this? Alright, hold on. I'm gonna check for a sound test once we get to the save point. I'm not gonna screw with it until I save my game, but I feel like that might be one of the things that's added to this. Because I think there's also a bestiary that in here too, but I never really used the one in this, so. Let's get to a... We gotta get to a save point first so we don't die. Fortunately, it's not very far from here. We can just go straight down. Oh yeah, I definitely agree. This is definitely like the Castlevania series has some of the best like music ever. And this one does bring back like some of the best tracks from previous Castlevania games as well, and I absolutely love that. There we go. It does make the grinding a lot more tolerable when, you know, the music is better. Alright. So that's taken care of. Which button is it? No, not that one. Here we go. There is an encyclopedia here. So, yeah, the encyclopedia, I guess it shows you all the items and what all the cards do. It does tell you what all these things are and what their drops are after you kill them. But I don't think, I don't know if this one has, yeah, like, it doesn't have the music player, unfortunately, but it's okay. Anyway, that's good for tonight. Yeah, you've been going for a little over 3 hours, so we'll stop here. Probably about, my guess is it's going to be about an hour on Friday that should finish this up. So, thanks everyone for watching. We are at the end of the game. Like I said, Friday we'll finish this up, and we'll get to see Dracula kneel before us. So, I will see you then. Take it easy, everybody.